everyone, my name is Kayla Olu and I'm a UI UX designer who is volunteering with that ecosystem. And I have James here from the Hub team. He'll be showing us a demo on BentoBox. Please, James.
So here we have the BentoBox-DS toolkit, graphical interface to the Health Oracle protocol. So you press the connect button. Right now there's just one main account called private, but there would be the potential to create profiles of your health, climate mode or your personal health. But today is just one launch button. I've already joined a board to do with my wearable data, so it automatically comes up like all these checked bento spaces. There's actually 3 wearables connected to this data source. So you can see one is live there, but this is an older one. If I go back to, I think it's 2022. So if you over time have multiple wearables, because they'll break or you lose them or you change brand, there's still the ability now to stitch together your whole story. And so this level, I could have another board, which is say the temperature in my room from a air quality device, which that's my other use case. I don't have that live on this one, but let's say I want to go and delve in deeper to my wearable data and analyze it. There's this concept of a solo space. So if I click on this, then this gives me the ability to chart many aspects of my wearable data. So I still got the 3 devices, of which the one I just created. And the idea now is within this solo space to create what I call a bento template. And so again, harping back to my love of WordPress, you have themes, templates. So right now you have the ability to, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, copy a chart by this copy button. And hopefully I'll put it a bit closer. And then you can, go in and, be interested in, this is the same date. But let's just say we've got a daily view of the data, but we want to do a weekly view of the data. So when I'm clicking this update button, it's sending these queries, which are these module, into the Health Oracle Protocol compute engine. It's then going to the source and saying, have I got this data tidied before? Is it in memory? Yes, give me it back. No, is it in the results table before? Yes, give me it back. Or no, I do have the source file, but it's the first time, so I'll have to go and tidy it up and produce evidence that it's been computed. So here you see the time series view. Again, this goal to make things accessible to the non-technical, non-developers. So you got the idea of taking a time series data set and then shrinking it down to one nominal 24-hour period. And then through the charting, you can switch on and off the labels to. So this shows you trends. Why do I have always this trend? And that's when the sun comes up and I wake up and then go back to sleep. So anyway, the idea is you can clone and customize these, and once you've got different types of computations, they will be the ability to save this. And then the second phase of the project is you'll be able to not only replicate the board but replicate the layout. And then so when you upload, say, your Fitbit data, all these different types of charts will be populated. So that's the theory. And I talked about this idea of an AI. So if I say hello to BB, how can I help? Chart my Tuesdays when I play badminton. It will say, here's a query. I click on the query and bring up a chart. It can't do that today. But it'll be using let's say Open Assistant to query the data types, which has got all the context from the link back to Wikipedia. So if I'm talking about badminton or swimming or tennis, it will be able to select the right data source. And if I'm talking about the categorization. The wearable tell you whether you're swimming or running or other sports. But then when you've got like multiple data sets, you could say, when do I sleep the best? Or let's specify, what temperature in my room is when I sleep the best? So this is harping to the next phase of the project, and you've got multiple data sets. The engine's able to compare those and then produce a chart of the evidence to show you that it's 22.4 degrees, or between 18 and 22 you sleep better. There's a theory the cooler your room is, that the better you sleep. So all these things can be computed if you've got the temperature in your room and a wearable, which are two separate, usually apps at the moment. And this is the sweet spot for the BentoBox data science toolkit, is to be able to mix and match data as you're choosing. And then just quickly, won't go into this great depths, but this board concept here, everything that you see has been created by the toolkit itself. So you have these modules I talked about, and these modules need filled up from the network library. So if I go and get these data types, you'll see sleep, and these links here are back to Wikipedia and RDF. But here's my compute, which is just an observation. And then back here, BB will say, look, here are the public available boards, and so this should be replicated across the network for the first time user. And they say, oh yeah, I'm really interested in wearable analytics. So you then create the preview join, select over one option, but this would be your list of wearables, is which date your data starts from, which is your initial chart. So again, you join the board, whichever you've done, it'll be in your list here, and then click on view. Now I've already viewed it, and then it'll be in your board. This is all drag and drop, so if you want to arrange that, you just click save. So the next time you come in where we started our journey, it will automatically bring up the boards, and then when you go into your solo space, it'll all be laid out where you left it. And so we talked about the hypercore use. So you have this public library, your own private library, your social graph that you start to build your network. A little bit of internal management of BentoBox itself, the results database, and then this novel ledger that comes more into its fore when you're having to do peer-to-peer machine learning. And then you just disconnect, or you go back and do some more analytics. And the core concept again is, if you think you produce something of value, you can then allow that to be replicated with your network, and hopefully we start to find answers to our own health and the wider health of the world that we live in.